Hello, Biafrans. It's a very clement afternoon here. The sun is shining, the breeze is blowing, it's a good combination, so the temperature is good. And wherever you are, my greetings to you. God bless you, whether in the morning, afternoon, or evening, or you're about sleeping. Yesterday, this message today is titled, "We Are Moving On." Yesterday we had a mega fundraising for IPOP, and it was very successful. In fact, I thank God beyond my expectations, because what transpired at the time of DOS when Nnamdi Kanu was abducted, how monies were being misused, and then we had autopilot with all the confidences we had in Madam Oyibo, and suddenly we start hearing stories about monies, how they were misused. So to gather the Biafrans again to spend money was a very difficult. We prayed about it, we had meetings, we thought, how are we going to talk to Biafrans so that they know that they are not taking them for a ride. Do you know, I'm very proud of you guys, that Biafrans came out, they were donating money in dollars, in euros, in pounds, Dutch marks. Wow, wow. That means we are getting Biafra. And I want to look at Peter Obi's economic analysis so far in respect to maybe the promises he's making to Nigeria. The whole thing is crap, because Peter Obi has to answer for the people whom Nnamdi Kanu accused him of killing. And they asked Jonathan's government, we want a report. One thing that worries me with some of our people is that whether it is you have little sense of history, or you just deliberately want to be fooled, or maybe you are working against the truth. It's so surprising. I look at it and I laugh, and I laugh at the Igbos. These are not Biafrans. I'm talking of Igbos, because there are some Igbos who are not Biafrans. I'm telling you the truth. There are some Igbos who are not Biafrans at all. And those are the Igbos who are politicians, who are academicians in Igbo land, who are businessmen, whose primary motive is their interest. It's not for the Igbo land. So even if they happen to be slaves to the Hausa Fulanis forever, they would rather be and be receiving stipends from them than having their own freedom to determine their destiny, their fate, their movement. We have such Igbos. So such Igbos, they went to the universities, they have experiences, but they are the biggest of the idiots that have existed. How can you explain to me a situation where a Fulani man that is not educated, he has a program, he will hold meeting in Abuja, he had the 1989 declaration, and a couple of, I think last 2 weeks or some, they had a meeting in Abuja where Muslims from 16 Islamic countries gathered together for their program for 2022 and 2023. And yet people who are Igbos, they are still paying deaf ears to these things. One, they are killing our people. They are killing in Benue State. These are no fluke news, real news, where they kill people in Benue. They burn down villages and houses. They have the backings of the government. People are shouting. The one they killed in Ondo State, it has not entered the ears of Igbo politicians and politicians in the southwest or south-south. A bunch of very, very stupid people. They went to universities, but they are stupid. They are fools. And the Fulanis look at you and say, look, dictatorship cannot arise suddenly in the midst of a people. No. It grows with time. When a man begins to see that the people in the environment are docile, they are very lame, they see evil go on, they don't speak against it, it gives room for the rise of dictatorship, dictatorial ambition to come up. And when it comes up and begins to commit mayhem, atrocities, and people don't react, he sits comfortably and begins to expand his ideas of territorial ambition. That is why the Nigerian intellectual class is the most stupid intellectual class in the whole world. If you look at their press, they don't report correct things that will tell the whole world what is happening. Nnamdi Kanu once said that if you take money and pay the Nigerian press, they will tell you the good sides of Satan. That is how useless, stupid they are. And let me just limit it within the Igbo enclave, Igbo politicians. They are killing in Ebonyi, Imo State. You are seeing it, they are killing people, they are dying. Yet, you are still hoping for a political solution. In the Nigeria, which the Fulani man is saying that he wants to take over the whole land and make all of us Muslims. You are still talking of one Nigeria. Where the oil in River State, in Biafra land, other parts of Biafra land, is for the whole Nigeria. But the one from Zamfara is only meant for the Northerners. You are still talking of one Nigeria. Is it not your political ambition, P2B? You are not interested in the Igbos because you are accused of being a murderer. And how can a murderer be the leader of Nigeria being backed by the Igbos? Apart from that, we are not even interested. I'm only just arguing from that perspective. Then I'll come to the main one. P2B has not cleared himself over those youths that were killed. A murderer. He has the face of a murderer. And our people are so forgetful that P2B has come and they're talking obedient. The other time they were saying articulate. And he articulated them out of league, nonsense people. Now they're talking of obedience. This is how foolish, how unreasonable some of our people can be. When you talk about P2B now, you are telling the Hausa Fulani man that the Biafran project, is not very important. And if P2B goes and fails, I'm not even interested, I'm just using it as, just trying to give an example. If P2B fails, you come back and start talking of Biafra, the Fulani man will say, you're not serious. That, get out. You're not consistent. You're not consistent. You don't stand on a decision. You don't make a decision and stand on it. You're only falling back now on Biafra because P2B failed. That time when they dangled that carrot before you, Biafra is dead. They dangled the carrot of P2B. If you had stood their ground, that was what South did. They stood their ground and gave Jonathan presidency, no matter what was told them. We are not talking of presidency. The Biafrans are saying, we need Biafra. We are not talking of presidency. Now they are dangling, he will never be president of Nigeria. He is only popular online, on Facebook. When the things happen on ground, you will understand. By then it will be too late. You say, we didn't know what's going to happen like this. But we are telling you, you don't want to listen. What is wrong with your brain? What is wrong with it? It beats my imagination to think that people who are considered to be intelligent people are becoming even more than, or should I say, more stupid. Let me use the language. The stupidest set of people I've seen. They are bringing train loads of people from the north to the east and west to come and kill us. They are buying sophisticated ammunition. You are still talking of 2023. They are preparing against it. They don't want it to take place. They are going to shoot you and kill you. You are still talking of 2023. The man whom you are trying to fight political power with has looked at the whole setup and concluded that 2023 is no longer a reality. So his program now is to import warriors from the Sahel and the Maghreb into our area to come and kill people with very, very highly sophisticated ammunitions. They are putting on clothes of soldiers and police. They are shooting openly. Gumi said he knows where they are located. Gumi is advocating for them. And you, P2B, you say you want to be president. To fix where? It is a tradition that has run for more than 150 years based on Islamic domination. You want to change it? No, you don't. You don't have any plan to change it. Your intention is to go and sit down in the government, and then your name will go down on record that you have been the president of Nigeria. That's what P2B wants. Because he cannot do anything. They will not align him, and he can never win in the first place. The moment Tinubu got the election, all the Northerners, all the Fulanis left, even the party chairman, and went and visited Atiku. What does that show you? They have changed their allegiance. They are not interested in the party. They're interested in the person. From APC, they went to PDP, courtesy of Atiku, because they want him to rule again. Power should never leave them to your hands. And you went and joined the youth party, which you did not form though. And British people, they are very good in political calculus. What did they do? They brought up P2B to be a distraction. That distraction will give the Igbos time to keep talking over things that are unnecessary until what the Fulanis want to do, they will do it. Because they understand now that as per election, it may not work. So the only way they can take over the country is by bringing in Fulani headsmen, jihadists, terrorists to come and destroy the country. And you are still talking about politics. The people whom you are going to contend with, who are in charge, who are in control, are importing terrorists from outside into the country. You see them come in their droves. Who is what? I'm going to sit there and begin to wonder. But how does P2B think? One, he's a murderer. Number two, his ambition has made him to fail to understand that that place where he's going does not exist. The people you want to contest election with, who are in charge, don't believe in Nigeria. They want to take over because as soon as Fulani takes over Nigeria, they'll change the name from Nigeria to another country. It should be a republic that has an Islamic name or connotation or relationship. It must something that's relative to Islam. It cannot be Nigeria. Why is it that P2B cannot understand simple thing? Do you know that I have a friend who lives in Britain? She told me in their group, they have retired chief justices. They are still saying one Nigeria. I've never seen people as stupid as some Igbo people. But we Biafrans are not stupid. That is why Nnamdi Kanu so far ahead, and he said, there shall be no election in Biafra. He dissected all the Igbo leaders. One by one, he was talking. Simon Ekpa has come and is doing the same thing, exposing wickedness and mistakes. Yet, people like Chekwas Okorie, people like Oboni Onu, people like P2B, they are all jostling for position. That I was discussing with somebody yesterday. I went to a store to buy something. And the man said, look at their calculation. That they know that P2B will not win the election. But they're only bringing P2B so that if Tinubu does not win, he will not agree. And the Northerner, if they win, Tinubu will not agree. P2B will not agree. Then there will be a problem in Nigeria that will bring about the revolution. And I told him, the Igbos can never get their freedom from another man's hand. It is not another man that will fight for the freedom of the Igbos. Don't wait for Tinubu to fight with Hausa people, the Fulanis, before the Igbos will get their freedom. That is a game plan that is not well organized. It's wrong. It dies from the beginning. Nnamdi Kanu said, and I was making him to understand so that he doesn't take the glory tomorrow. He said that while they are busy attacking us in the east, that there's going to be an invasion of the north. And that will weaken them, and that they will die in the eastern state. He said so. So all these things they're talking, these are calculations, you still know the work, it's rubbish. Igbos are not bold enough to take sides, to say, let's stay with Nnamdi Kanu. He has spoken. We have known that what he said is true. Everything that your man has spoken has come to pass. He has spoken like a prophet. He has spoken like a mouthpiece of God. He's a young man that is selfless and committed. He's not looking for money. He wants the benefit of you and I, including these useless politicians. They don't want to come to understanding and say, okay, our brother is saying the truth. Do you know, if all the eastern governors gather together today and say, we are supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra, we no longer want Fulani headsmen in our place. We no longer want Boko Haram insurgents that were sent into our place, taken into the army and sent into our place. That, in fact, army should go back to their barracks. If the 5 governors will say it immediately, it will happen. But they will not say it. Why? Either that they have committed themselves to the Fulanis, or they are afraid that at the end of the day, if what Nnamdi Kanu says comes to pass, they will be shamed that for all their knowledge, they were fools. and therefore it shall be a shame on them. So, do you know, I understand that even if Fulanis get up today, because some of them are already saying it, their youth council, their president came out and said it. If Fulanis will come out today and say, we want the Igbos, the Biafrans, to go on their own, there are certain Igbo politicians who will say, no, we will not get Biafra. They would rather stay in Nigeria and die there. Why? Because they've committed themselves. They are ashamed of the disgrace that ever since they were telling them, they failed to understand it has happened. They are too envious that why should a small boy like Simon Ekpa come and take glory, or his master Nnamdi Kanu? Why should these two young men come and take glory over us? Instead, let Biafrans die. Let all of them die. When you are talking about Peter being president, the Hausa Fulani are planning a program of annihilating you, and you are talking you want to be president. How foolish! Because when they look at you, they know that you don't have sense. That just put a small carrot dangled in your presence, you will just leave the main issue and begin to talk trash, because they know how vain and fickle your mind is. All you need is to be the president, to be recognized. The British people invited Peter Obi. Don't you think the British don't know that he will not win the election? They know very well. They brought Peter Obi as a kind of distraction so that the Igbos will not focus on Biafra for now. They will see the opportunity dangled to them that they can be president, which will never happen. And that way, the Igbos will leave what they are discussing. So many people who says they were Biafrans, some of them have backed out and now say, let's try our brother. Do you know, once you try presidency in Nigeria, you bury Biafra. But thank God, 90% or more than 90% of us are Biafrans. Those motley crowd of 10% are those whose God is their belly. They're ambitious, they need money, and they will fail, because we are speaking in the majority as a people that understand where we are coming from, where we are, and where we are going. Right now, Master Prophet came out and said he is going to come out and support Peter Obi. This is Nnamdi Kanu's in-law, who is married to his sister. And he knows the price this young man paid to this level. Master Prophet, when he's siding Peter, it doesn't matter even if he sides him. I'm only just saying that you should know those people who are true Biafrans and those who are fake. For him to come out and say he's going to side Peter Obi, that means the Biafra project dies, as far as Master Prophet is concerned. Because if he says he's going to side Peter Obi, he gets attention from Peter Obi. And let me tell you something, my dear friend, you're wasting your time. Peter Obi is very stingy. He's not going to give you a dime. Go and ask Odambaka. He's not going to give you a dime. So when he's backing him now, that is in-law. For the cause of Biafrans, that man is in detention. For the cause of Biafrans, he lost his father-in-law and his mother-in-law. I mean, Master Prophet. He lost his father-in-law and his mother-in-law. Where is the love that you have for your wife when the brother is fighting for Biafra and he's been incarcerated? All the humiliation he has passed through. How many Biafrans died because of this issue? How many people whose life were lost? There were Biafrans on their sick bed as they were dying. They said they're dying in joy. That Biafrans should make sure that Biafra is realized. They should not compromise. What are you going to tell them? Somebody will say, why do I talk about Master Prophet? It's not important. No, I'm just saying because he is somebody that speaks on Facebook. We hear him. And as he's talking, whether he has 1 or 2 or 10 or 500 members, it doesn't matter. The point is, this guy has a strategic place in this battle. One, he is the brother-in-law to Nnamdi Kanu. He's married to the sister. She's still alive. And he has been given the impression that he's fighting in respect to Biafra being actualized. I heard when he spoke against DOS members who are going to collect money, he said they don't have any right to collect money. So he is trying to give the impression that he wants Biafra to come. Suddenly, that is the biggest level of treachery, disloyalty I have seen. He is related to Nnamdi Kanu by marriage. If Nnamdi Kanu comes out today, even if people like us may not have the privilege of going to shake hands with him, that we fought this battle while you were there, this guy will easily go because he's his in-law. He doesn't even need long grammar. And yet, this is what he's saying. This is the mindset of a lot of Igbos. I have deleted, I have blocked a lot of my friends who advertised Peter Obi on my Facebook page. I went and saw that they were on fire. I blocked them. I blocked them. I blocked them. Because their hope is let us see whether P2B they will give him presidency. Then he will now divide Nigeria. It's not going to happen. Number one, he will never get the presidency. They say, okay, even if he doesn't get it, it might bring about war. So that war will bring about Biafra. It's not going to happen. We are not going to get Biafra based on the war. The Northerners fought them among themselves to give us Biafra. No, we are fighting. We are fighting our battle. God is with us. So that we will have a history to tell our children that we fought the battle. Yes, somebody said here that Master Prophet is a traitor. He has been a traitor from the word go. Everybody knows. All these guys are just looking for money. I have reason to talk to him personally because what I heard pained me so much. It pained me because this guy, Nnamdi Kanu, is your brother-in-law. For the sake of this cause, you lost your father-in-law. That is the father of Nnamdi Kanu, the father of your wife. You lost your mother-in-law for the sake of this thing. And you are turning around to say supporting P2B. That means Nnamdi Kanu can rot there because P2B has not spoken about Nnamdi Kanu, not even for once. He's not interested. He wants to quench Nnamdi Kanu's popularity and star so that he, P2B, will rise up and say he's the one that got Nigeria president. And if you talk now, they say, hey, your fellow Igbo man wants to be. You're against him. No. The point is, Nnamdi Kanu has started with this Biafran issue for the past, since the year 2000. It's gotten 15 years now. 2012. It's a long time. He's been running this battle, or 2010 if I'm not mistaken. It's a long time he has been running this battle. Has been speaking and speaking and speaking and speaking. And everything has been saying has come to pass. We realize that Nnamdi Kanu is true. He's straightforward. He's reliable. He's a true Biafran. He has that spirit in him. P2B was the same man that Dim Odumegwu Ojukwu called and handed him over. Biafran said, I'm dying. Take over. As you win Abga governorship, take over Biafra, lead the people. P2B, after leading Abga as a governor, he left Abga and went to another party, political ambition. He dropped the vision of Ikemba. He dropped it. That's why Nnamdi Kanu has come up. P2B doesn't talk about Nnamdi Kanu. He's talking about his political ambition. That he used to travel with his bag. That you give these people money. They told him to. That is nonsense talk. What did he do in Anambra State when he was governor? What did he do? The record is that he killed people. He murdered them in cold blood. And if you Igbos are saying that they should set those people aside, but because you are children of Israel, I will not curse you. But let me tell you what the Bible says. If what they did to those boys, they killed them, you don't care. You are asking that P2B should come and be president. Remember, there's God in heaven. He will judge you based on your decision in your heart. He will judge you based on what you are saying with your mouth. They have killed Biafrans, killed them. You have seen where they cut off their heads in large quantity, butchered women, raped them, destroyed them, and yet you are still having a political ambition for Nigeria that does not believe in you, that does not even believe in the Nigeria you are talking about. They have built a railway line from Nigeria to Niger Republic. They did not bring it to the east. A good railway line, what to do? To transport this. Haven't you, this guy that worked with AAIT, is it Ajure Ngalale? Ajure Ngalale. One guy like that, fine young man, I think either half Nigerian, half Lebanese or something. He was promoting that they are going to build a gas factory in the north. The gas will be built with the resources from the south. Built it in the north. Because they are planning for the future not to live with you, P2B. As far as they are concerned, you're an animal. That's what they think. You're a slave, you're a vassal. You don't know. Jonathan couldn't do anything while he was in government. He couldn't. He was just there as the president. What could he do? He confessed with his mouth that he had Boko Haram members in his government. He said it. What can P2B do? Why are you so stupid? Why are you so gullible? Why are you so much interested in getting power in Nigeria when you have a chance to actualize Biafra? Do you know why? Because you know that if Biafra comes, we will no longer tolerate political stealing, looting, misappropriation of funds, embezzlement. We will not tolerate it. Everybody shall give account of his office. You don't like it. You know in Nigeria you can steal and get away. You will not do it in Biafra. You will not do it because you know that Nnamdi Kanu is going to set an example which others will follow. And will follow it to the letter. We are going to build our nation. You don't want to be part of it. That is why some Igbo politicians will rather go to the north and become slaves to the northerners than Biafra having their independence. They would rather be with Nigeria, I'm telling you the truth. They will rather. That's why a person like Goodluck Jonathan scrambled to go and contest presidency. They just messed him up. He left. Peter Obi left. Enya Baribe saw the whole thing, left. Because if you are still vying for an office in one Nigeria, you are against Biafra. If you are a true Biafran, you can never speak against Simon Ekpa. You know that Simon Ekpa is carrying this mission in continuation in the spirit of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Simon Ekpa is just carrying it. You can see, like Elijah and Elisha, you can see the anointing that was in Elijah that fell on Elisha. He carried out, in fact, he was even more fierce than Elijah. You can see that Simon Ekpa is doing what Nnamdi Kanu wants. That was why, listen to me, that was why, look, Emma, we don't look very far. That was why, when Nnamdi Kanu was abducted at that early stage, he said, give Simon Ekpa a chance to speak. Because he knew quite all right that all these DOS members, including his in-law, none of them, he knew that they were all fake. I understand that before he was abducted, Nnamdi Kanu was planning to organize his cabinet, remove these guys. I understood, based on investigations which I made, that he wanted to remove them from office. He was going to bring in Simon Ekpa. I'm very sure of it. I don't have any proof, but I'm very sure that if he was to remove all these guys from office, because he wanted to, a person like Simon Ekpa was going to come in to carry on with this spirit. Because as soon as this thing happened, can you imagine a man who says he has an Oga who is his president? For days, his Oga's whereabouts was not known. He didn't do anything. That's not going to happen. In a good climb where you have people who are sincere and truthful, Nnamdi Kanu's every movement must be traced and accounted for. If Nnamdi Kanu doesn't know, they should have told him that you are no longer yourself. You are our property. Biafrans own you. If anything happens to you, Biafra is finished. It happened sometime in Israel. David was on a war front. As he was fighting, he grew very faint. He was a warrior. Somebody took up his spear to kill him, or his knife to kill him. A Jewish man that saw it ran, an Israeli soldier, fought that man, killed that man, and saved David. And they told him that from today, you will no longer go to war with us. That you alone, David, you are worth the life of all the Jews, all the Israelites. That if anything happens to you, the light of Israel shall be put off. That is how highly placed Nnamdi Kanu is where the Biafrans are. If Chike Doziem understood what it means to be in leadership and to assist his master, he would have told Nnamdi Kanu, sir, let me tell you, with all due respect, you don't move anyhow. Because if anything happens to you, Biafrans will die. And of course, when they kidnapped him, people developed high blood pressure and died. Even me, I came out on TV and was crying like a small boy. They would have told him, okay, you can't move anyhow. Every movement you make, you no longer own yourself. Just like in America. The president does not own himself again. He's an American property. If anything happens to him to affect the whole of America, so he does not decide where he goes anyhow. No. There are protocol arrangements. There are people who are sent ahead. If the president is going to come to a state, people go there 1 month before the time and begin to comb the whole area. Prepare his coming. Because he's no longer just the president of his name like Joe Biden. No. He is the president of the United States. Anything that happens to him will affect the whole of America. His vice knows that. That's what Chico Joseph should have known. And if he knew it, he didn't do it, he failed in his responsibility. If he didn't know it, he was ignorant. And if he knew it, he was part of that, it was a conspiracy. So you people should see it. Now, anybody that is saying that there should be election in Biafra land, because you have said they don't have any comment yet when they were asked about whether it be election or not. Pure it is simple. It is said, there shall be no election in Biafra land. Simple. Those of you who are going to get PVC, we are not stopping you. Lest tomorrow you say, because we don't want you to get PVC, you have decided you must get it by force. Go and get the PVC. If you want to go and vote, the day they will kill, it is them that ask you to get the PVC that will kill you. We don't kill people. And when they kill you, they try to blame IPOP that they are responsible for your death. They say sit at home. You say, no, you are in America. You're there with your family. You don't know what we are seeing. Well, before I came here, I was in Nigeria, I was speaking. And so, if you decide to go on to disobey the sit at home, when you go there to go and do something and they kill you, who died? It's you. Who loses? It's you. your children. Is that not so? Why not obey that one day sit at home they told you on Monday? Stay at home. Tell the Nigerian people this is our grievances. We need our freedom. We don't want to buy or sell. Go away. That one will not kill you. After all, during the COVID time, people were kept at home. They didn't do any business. And all the things that were given as palliatives were not given to you. You see, these people are so, the Fulanis are so intelligent. They're more intelligent than the Igbos. They have looked at it. You know, all you can do is to blow grammar. But you don't have sense at all. Because they know that once it is near for you to get something, all they need to do is to dangle a carrot before you. Give you appointment, give you opportunity to be in charge, give you privilege to make money. So, once they give that into the Igbo man will forget what was his focus and start pursuing shadows, handouts, ephemeral things. And the Fulani man will look at it and say, we told them that these people are idiots, they don't have sense. All these things are not just grammar. When it comes to reasoning, they are not resolute, they are not resolved in what they do. These people, they are a bunch of idiots. And that is what is happening. The Fulanis dominated and overpowered the Hausas. The Hausas have no other choice again than to become their wives. That is why Fulanis don't speak Hausa language. They were forced to learn Hausa language so as to dominate Hausas. And today, Hausas cannot speak again. They have become the girlfriends, bedmates to Fulanis today. They are trying to do that in Igbo land, courtesy of our leaders. Once this thing happens and they overrun Igbo land, the governors who are now may have retired, they are no longer there. They will say, well, there's nothing we can do. Oh, no, happen, no, na, kudodri. And that udoidi means that na obenala Igbo gakwa fonala, asusu Igbo gakwa fonala, nzukọ ndị Igbo gakwa fonala. All we hende Fulani kwuru ka ga na-eme like ọta na-eme n'ugwu Hausa now. Except from about only 4 governors. All the governors in the north are Fulanis. Just about 4 Hausa governors. Go and check it. All the service chiefs, those who are occupying strategic positions, are Fulanis. They have taken over. This was a fallout of the meeting they had in 1989, the Abuja Declaration. And just a few days ago, they had another meeting. 16 representatives from these Fulani countries gathered in Nigeria because they believe that Nigeria is their fatherland. It's a place where if they get it, they get the whole of West Africa. And you have Igbo politicians who are so stupid. In fact, I will not say stupidity, it's conspiracy. And you should know that you will have to answer when the time comes. Because Biafra will come, whether you like it or not. No human being can stop Biafra from coming. Simon Ekpa is operating at a dimension. No wonder Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that he's taking it to another dimension, a different level. And that's what he's doing. You can see the grace upon that young man. The way he's please forgive me, I'm a little bit aggravated. I don't like the way people are behaving. Why should you look? When Ebutu Kiwe went to secondary school, while he was yet in a third year in the university, he was placed on grade level 8. They already had jobs. People like Ebutu Kiwe with them. People like Iwanyan with them. While they were still in the university about graduating, companies had already given, they give them flat, give them a car. Now, I'm not accusing Ukiwe personally. No, I'm saying those of his age grade, those that are slightly older than us, who had these opportunities and privileges. By the time they came out, there were jobs waiting for them with cars. Now, they came into government. What did they do? They killed every avenue of opportunity for young men and young women. That is why our young men, our young women are suffering today. Because we failed them. Forgive me. Let me let me calm down a little bit. I'm very, very angry. A girl in this generation goes to university and comes out does very well. They don't give her a job. What do you expect her to do? What do you expect the girl to do? Maybe the parents are poor. She read very hard to get a degree in the university, a good one. They carry the job and give to the girl in the north, who is far less qualified than herself. She becomes her boss. The same thing with the men. What do you expect the man to do? I'm asking you, what do you expect him to do? The other day, a Fulani man came and was talking how the benefits they reaped from this wicked country. And he was saying, unfortunately, the people of this generation are not reaping it. Girls stay there looking for money to take care of themselves, not even to pay house rent. And since there is no money, what happens? The same elderly people who had opportunities and good education will now come and pick this girl. I will give you money, take her to the hotel, mess the girl up, and give her 200,000. It does not guarantee her a future. To sustain that level, she has to meet with that man again, or any other man that is introduced to her. So her body is now being used as an avenue to raise money, and the money is not guaranteed. There's no insurance, there's no pension benefit in it. So any day the man is tired of the girl, he dumps her. It continues. They go for 18 years old. They go for those 17 years. The men who are doing this thing had good functional education, scholarship. When they came out, they gave them jobs. Instead of them to continue in the spirit of accountability, they ruined the economy. And these guys came out and they don't have anything to do. What do you want them to do again? And you say they are prostitutes. You say they love money so much, they use them for rituals. If the environment was better, and coming out from university, the girl got a job, she won't go and prostitute. She will not. If there's a functional educational system, whereby even if you don't have money, we have a social security arrangement, whereby a girl can go to school on loan, she wouldn't need to be a prostitute. She wouldn't need to ask any man for money. If she's going to have sex because she has a boyfriend. In America, you cannot lure a girl with money like that. Everybody's working. Everybody's working. Even children of 19 years are working. Who ruined it? It is the people of the age grade, the category of Iwanyangu, the age grade of people like Obasanjo, General Kubugowa, Theophilus Danjuma. These evil men, their generation enjoyed all these things, then destroyed it. And the Fulanis are coming. They are still supporting the successors of their generation. People like Soludo, Pitobi, Ugwani, Umahi, Hope Uzodimma, Ibazu, Nyesom Wike, who was trying to become president. Oburundibo, buoha, gwegwegwegwegwege. No people. Uno chefugo nka ahụ. Ndị Igbo n'onwe ha nọ na Lagos. Ọ bụghị ha niile enwe ụfọdụ ndị Igbo na-ekwu okwu. But ndị Igbo n'onwe ha nọ na Lagos, we want PVC. They closed the market for PVC. Did they for once close the market for one day because of Nnamdi Kanu of Biafra? They never did. The Fulanis know that we are stupid. We are too concerned with money. They know what to do to get us. Just throw money. We just forget everything. Chuegwa. In the church, I want to pastor on the Methodist church because support our ESN with 5 million naira. He would have called them agent of darkness and tell those miscreants to get out of here. But the Fulanis went and captured him. You know what happened? By default, he financed terrorism with 100 million naira. God will remember that. The whole church contributed money from their tithe and offering to pay 100 million to those who are killing Christians. They took the money to save this man so that they will go and buy more ammunition to kill Christians. After that thing, you heard what happened in Owo, in those states. Anyhow I choose to look at it, they kill Christians. Whether it was that group or not, they kill Christians. Now I heard they captured another pastor or father somewhere in the Middle Belt. They have paid some money. So invariably Christians are now financing terrorism to kill them. Instead of supporting ESN, instead of supporting Biafra. We heard that about 60% of those killed in that church were Igbos. Yet those same Igbos are saying, no, I not give vote to PK PVC. Now, our brother Peter B, he had a chance here. It's only having that chance on Facebook, not on ground, really. Haven't you seen the trainload of people that were being carried from the north, brought to the east, put there, with ammunition supplied to them? Haven't you seen truckloads of Dangote truckloads of ammunition and people brought to the east to come and kill us? What else do you want to know? Or are these governors secret Muslims that are in our midst that are leading us? Maybe. Rotimi Amechi was stubborn. He built a railway from Nigeria to Niger Republic. What happened in Rivers State? He's not even thinking of his people. Yes, some wicked says it's not an Igbo man. He went to the north. They disappointed him. It's like God has cursed you people. That it shall never be well with you. That is what it looks like. I am not cursing you. God didn't call me a cursed person. I bless people, but it looks like unda burono. That is why the Biafran identity is more comfortable for me. When we get Biafra, I'll still answer my Igbo man as an Igbo man. But for now, the Biafran identity is more comfortable for me because it separates me from those Igbos who are Biafrans, but they are Igbo Nigerians, Igbo Nigerian politicians. So if I see anybody who supports any politician in Nigeria, I unfriend him from Facebook. I block him immediately. Why? Because when you are still talking of Nigeria, it means you don't even know what is happening. You don't know what is coming after you. They're coming to kill you. Nigeria is not working. You are still fighting for a dead horse to live. It's not working. And somebody is coming out, bringing out his life. You see someone up talking every day. He hardly sleeps. One useless bastard spoke here and was abusing me. And that person had to correct him. Those are the people we talk about. Whether they gave him money, 10,000, abuse Livingstone. How long will 10,000 last you? 50,000 naira, how long will it last you? Do you know when you're abusing me and you are going for Nigeria, you are selling your freedom. You're selling your right. You're selling your heritage. You're selling your inheritance. People of Southern Sudan are not as much as we are in population, but they had a resolve. Fought under John Garang for long until they got their independence. Why can't the Igbos do the same? The market that was burned down in Day, the largest timber market in West Africa, mostly were owned by Igbos. The following day, the other Igbos went to their business. They don't care. The Fulanis man are Aburu Nono. They know that you people are useless. That all they need to do is to put money in your hand. They don't want to go to school again. They want to, they said, you know, when eventually they capture, but they will not. Eventually if they capture Igbo land, you that is the governor, they will remove you there. You can't stay. And you know, they have no respect for morals or personality. To get out. And when you get out, you come and serve them. They will give you a contract to do many jobs. That is why you went to university and got a doctorate degree to come and serve the Fulani man who refused to go to the same university and despised it, which you went and received honors. Instead to come and serve him. And you are very glad and happy to go and sweep his door, according to Ojus Okalo. Peter Obi should account for those he killed. You cannot be supporting a killer, a murderer. If you support him, what happened to those people will happen to you. I'm not cursing you. It is true. Listen, the Bible says, whatever man soweth, the same shall he reap. Give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed and shaken together and running over. Shall God cause men to pour on your lap. What it means is, it's not only good. If you give good, if you give evil, if they kill people and you're supporting Peter Obi, that same Peter Obi will kill you. He will bring Fulani government. If at all he will win, he will kill you good measure. Press down, shaking together and running over. God will cause men to bring that destruction upon your head. Because you're wicked. Small carrot, the dangle presidency, which it is evident that the way the electoral process has been organized, it is skewed to favor the North. Jonathan said it. It is skewed to bring problems. What is Peter Obi going to do, if not personal ambition, at the expense of Biafrans? Peter Obi has not spoken about Nnamdi Kanu. When Soludo came, his main intention was to grant IPOB and stop it at home. He said he went to visit Nnamdi Kanu. That is double standards. The man you went to visit is the man you are working against. You had the boldness and the temerity, no shame on your face to go and see him and visit him. When you are working against that man's structure, and you know that that man is well informed, he's sent by God, he has spoken and it has come to pass, why don't you queue behind him? Peter Obi, fall behind Nnamdi Kanu. Soludo, fall behind him. Let all Igbo leaders, including Ohaneze, World Igbo Council, World Igbo Congress, everybody fall behind Nnamdi Kanu. He's the man that God raised up for us now. Let us fall behind him. He has proved himself to be above board. He doesn't have a price. The only man whom I can see that paid this kind of price for his nation so far is Jesus Christ, who died for the sins of the whole world. He's the only man who could pay such price for his people. Because if Nnamdi Kanu wanted, as a British citizen, he would have been working, make his money, live comfortably, and wouldn't care about you and I. I will be suffering today. But he's not born that way. He's born to fight for the people. Why don't you queue in behind him? Why sabotage Nnamdi Kanu? Why speak against Simon Ekpa? There was a woman that came out and began to accuse Azuka and Simon Ekpa. She was just talking that they're talking money. Well, I don't want to talk about that woman. She's not important. She said her own juju. These are ungodly people. You cannot serve the God of heaven and worship the juju of your village. You have nothing, you have no portion, no inheritance in God's kingdom at all. So all that thing she's talking is trash. Nonsense. No, absolute nonsense. So those of you in America here who are too concerned about PVC, you are going to vote. It's time for the Igbo to presidency. What you are looking for is a chance to make money. So that when the Igbo man goes there, you go there and sit, get all the contracts, get appointment. But it's not going to happen because the Fulani man does not even want to give it to you. The Fulani man will rather trust Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that if he says something, he will do it, than Peter Obi. And the Fulani man has no intention of releasing presidency to the Igbo man. They swore. Is it not yet time we grow up? No, they know it. These are wicked men. Peter Obi should give account of those that he killed, that were thrown into the river. He should come and tell Biafrans, what was his plan there? What was his, what part did he play? Jonathan refused to release the report up to today. All of them are the same thing. So, if you are a true Biafran, you will not work against Nnamdi Kanu. He said there shall be no election in Biafra land. No matter how you choose to look at it. It's like the Americans. Before America bring up something, they have looked around very well, known everything about that thing and look at it. Nnamdi Kanu, by revelation, has understood that political solution will not work in Biafra land. Igbo being presidency can never work. And he told you, there shall be no election in Biafra land. That's the only way by which we can send the signal that we are not ready for their nonsense. And since there's no election, you cannot bring anybody to Biafra land to come and be the governor. It's not possible. It's not going to work. If the Biafrans collectively said there will be no election, unless the person will be in Abuja and all his cabinet, all of them will be in Abuja there, they just be collecting salary because they cannot come to Biafra land and begin to do that thing. Nobody will allow them. Because the people say no. So if you talk about election in Nigeria, you're against Nnamdi Kanu, you're against Biafra, and you're against yourself, you're against your future and your generation. You're against them. Stop being foolish. That's what I've come to say this afternoon. I'm not surprised at Master Prophet. I'm not surprised. Let him go In fact, the other US members can join them. But I know we Biafrans will not. The Bible says the God of heaven, he shall prosper us. Therefore we his servants shall arise and build. But you guys, you have no portion or inheritance in Jerusalem. You don't have any portion there. You don't have any portion with us. Nothing. Because I imagine when Nehemiah was trying to build the walls of Jerusalem, and somebody within the Jewish enclave will go and meet Jeremiah and say, no, leave it. Let us allow the Babylonians to be in charge of us. No problem. They are giving us food. The Jews will kill him. We are just sabotaging ourselves for no good reason. We are focused on. Somebody's calling me. I don't know why. Now, it's my friend. So, if you are for Nigeria, you're against Nnamdi Kanu, you're against Biafra. If you are for Nigeria, you're against Simon Ekpa, you're against Biafra. If you are for Nigeria, you're against Biafra. You're against yourself, you're against your family. That little bread which you eat for a moment can never satisfy you to have your freedom forever. Esau sold his birthright just for a porridge. The Fulani man is telling you that I'm coming to kill you. And in your very presence, he's killing you and bringing people. Then he looked at your stupidity, he gives you money. You grab it. He said, thank you, sir. Rankadede, Rankadede. The British man calls you, say, go and contest election. You win. And they're killing your people. You did not raise up the issue with the British. Why are they killing the Igbos? Did Peter B go there with evidences, pictorial, video evidences, where they killed their people to show the British people? He didn't. He went to be given the opportunity to become the president of Nigeria. As the Lord lives in heaven, before whom I stand, you can never be the president of Nigeria. Forget your ambition. You know the reason why? You murdered Biafrans. You have to account for that. Number two, the Fulanis can never give you presidency. They made the mistake in time of Jonathan. They will not give it to you. So you're wasting your time. And you know you will not make it. You just want your name to go in history as one of the presidential aspirants. All the youths that are gathered around you, they are only on Facebook. When they did their NSAS, what did the Fulanis do? They looked at them and said, these guys, if we allow them, they're going to cause havoc. Opened the warehouse, gave them information. There was food. They forgot about the NSAS thing and went after food. Because these guys are so intelligent. They know that we are vain. Our God is our belly. They just threw it and the Yorubas began to fight against Igbos. The whole impact. And when the Fulanis come and say, look at these people. Igbos, Yorubas, they are idiots. They are foolish people. Don't worry, we'll overrun them. We'll overrun them. They'll be our vassals forever. We'll change their name, their destiny, their identification, their identity to our own. As they have overrun the whole of Hausa states. Overrun Kwara. Middle belt, they are burning, killing them. God will not say. What will he say? What will God say? He can't say anything. He masterminded what is happening today. What can he say? He has committed himself to the extent that his reputation is at stake. And instead of going to come out and speak the truth, he would rather want to present his reputation and let the people from Junkun, the people from Benue, Taraba, Plateau State die. Gowon will keep quiet. He wants to be interviewed by the international community where he go and speak grammar. He doesn't want to come out to speak like JTY Danjuma. When I see a Biafran man that says he's still talking about election, I know that your head no correct. That you don't even know what is coming to you. You don't know what is going to come. If not that God called us into this fight, some of us would have given up. If not that we are called into this fight by God to speak for Biafra, with what we are saying so far, especially in this P2B thing, within a short time, the Igbos have forgotten what they passed through. They are looking for presidency in a country that will be ending by 2023. It can't go beyond that because of the problems. So, what are your ambitions? Where are you coming from? Where are you heading to? Don't you have brains? Can't you boldly identify with your people? Nnamdi Kanu is there. He's dying for Biafrans. What have you done? You went to Britain. Why didn't you present it to them? Nothing. You're talking of yourself, your ambition, and see people who are supporting you. I feel very sorry for you. It's not going to work. That is why I thank God for Biafrans. They are responding, not the Igbos. Because we have Igbo Nigerians. And we have Biafrans who are real Igbos, who are real Biafrans. Those Igbos who are real Biafrans. We saw them yesterday. The fundraising came up. They were giving and giving and giving. Thank God. Tony Pablo said, you better go and get your PVC and vote Obi. If not, Oga, you go cry after forever. These are the problems we have in Biafra land. This Tony Pablo is an idiot. The name he answers is not an Igbo name. Tony Pablo. He's a bastard. He's a useless person. He's not even concerned with those who were killed in Biafra land. Thank you, Friday Ofo. No election in Biafra land. Thank you, Clement Odinaka. Ndi Beribe. God bless you. No election in Biafra land. If you want to know whether we want Biafra or not, let there be a referendum today. You will see that 93% of us, those wicked, useless, and will not drive them away. They will still come to enjoy the goodness of Biafra. Useless people that cannot take a stand. They sit on the fence. Odabana Nigeria, Habanye Ba. Odabana Biafra, Habanye here. Such people are not reliable. Joy Bokwe came out and said he has denounced his Igbo identity. He's not a Yoruba man. I want to thank you, Biafrans. We will get there. Nothing will stop Biafra. Nothing. No power under the sun can stop Biafra. You know why? The Biafrans are resolved in themselves. It is not something which people are talking. No. You saw what happened yesterday in the this thing, fundraising. That is a sign for you to know that Biafrans may not be as educated as their leaders, but they know the truth now. They are determined as a people to have their freedom, and we are going to get it. Because the God of heaven, Jehovah Elohim, the God of Yeshua HaMashiach, is with us. We are going to make it. God bless you, Biafrans. We move. There's no shaking. God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our able leader. The Lord will bring him out safely. God bless Simon Ekpa. He's doing very fine, the Biafran spokesman. Thank God for Umada. Autopilot, media people, God bless you. You guys are doing well. All Biafrans, including myself, I thank God for all of us. Those of you who are writing me here in support of Biafra, the Lord bless you. According to your faith, it shall come to pass. And let me tell you the truth. We are not just praying. Biafra is preparing.